All right, well, if you're buying or selling a house or just thinking about it, it's always a good time to get some advice from our favorite realtor. It's Real Estate with Jeff time. Jeff owns White House Realty. So, Jeff, I know you have some stats to give us today.
Stats,
right.
Yes. Everybody loves stats.
What's going on?
I find real estate markets to be fascinating, and what I wanted to do was go over January 2021 versus January 2022 to ring in the new year. And in January 2021, anybody that was watching the show then remembers me saying now is a great time to sell your house.
Okay.
It actually happened to be even more so than the summer of 2021.
Wow.
So January, February 2021 was a fantastic time to sell your house. And so at that time, there were 185 single-family homes, again, only single-family, on the market in Bismarck, Mandan, Lincoln, Burlington and Morton counties, which encompass the surrounding areas. New listings at that 7-day period, 17 under contract, which I also find fascinating, 27, and closed at 16. It was a seller's market in January of 2021, and then the market softened a bit as more inventory hit the market. And a year later, which I'll show you in a second, we're right back to where we were.
But before we go there, can you just tell me what you mean when you say single family home?
So single family home is a home that is not attached to another.
Oh, okay.
So if you live in a home that is attached to another home, that's a twin home. If you live in an apartment, obviously you live in an apartment, right? But a single family home it's one home on its own lot.
So we're talking what you normally see, right?
Yep, your typical house.
Okay.
So one of the driving factors in 2021 were interest rates. Interest rates in 2021 were very, very low. In fact, I think we're at 2.5% on a 30-year fixed and 2.3% on a 15-year fixed in January of 2021. Those rates were really, really low. Now, in today's market, January 2022, believe it or not, we have less inventory. And everything else is coming out around the same except for but that's just a very small snippet. But we only have 147 single-family homes on the market. So I'll say it again. If you are thinking about selling your house, now is the time to do it. Don't wait until the spring. Don't wait until the summer. Do it right now because interest rates are a little bit higher right now than they were a year ago. So 3.4% and 2.5% on a 15. So 3.4%. That's almost a full point higher. Now the Federal Reserve has come out and said we're going to see 3 interest rate hikes in 2022. So we may see interest rates hit about 4% by the fall. My guess, if you will, I'd like to think it's an educated guess, is that we're going to see our real estate market soften in October. So my advice to buyers is take advantage of low interest rates. Don't wait until the market softens because you're going to pay more overall when you pay a higher interest rate. Say you have a $300,000 house and you're paying 4.25 versus 3.4, and that's an average rate. You may get much, much less than that right now. Over the life of your loan, you're going to pay far more for your house than you would if you wait until prices to come down. Prices aren't going to come down. They're just going to stay flat. As a seller, don't wait until the spring or the summer because right now there isn't anything on the market. If you wait until the spring like everybody else does, you're going to have a lot more competition and you're going to get less for your house. That's just what it is.
Okay, so if you're thinking about selling, sell the home. If you're thinking about buying,
I would truly say time is of the essence. Right now, if you are thinking of selling, if you're looking to buy, you need to do it sooner than later because eventually you're just going to cost yourself money.
Jeff White, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Very passionate about it.
Okay, but there's one more thing you wanted to discuss,
There is. This is off topic, but on the topic of real estate, you may have seen a tax statement come in the mail in the last few weeks, and I just wanted to show everybody what this looks like. We blacked out the names, of course, and the address, but if you got something like this in the mail and you have a mortgage, don't worry about it. It happens at least a few times a year where I get a phone call and they say, I just got a tax bill. I have to pay, $3,000 and it's Christmas.
Yeah.
But if you have a mortgage, it's paid in your escrow with your mortgage payment. If you don't have a mortgage, then yes, you have to pay that by February to get the 5% tax decrease, or you can pay it in February and October and split it up, but then you won't get that 5% discount.
All right. Well, Jeff, always some great advice coming from you when it comes to real estate. So
Thank you.
this has been Real Estate with Jeff. If you do have questions for Jeff White of White House Realty, make sure to go to his website, and that's going to be bizmanproperties.com.
But stay